So, welcome back. We're just gonna be doing regular shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm putting my youngest son's laundry away, and I was just thinking about old times and just old things that I used to do. I used to, damn son, I used to throw drawers on the floor. We used to have a record contract and all of that stuff, and deals on the table and all kinds of shit like that. And then I was thinking about like things like Rockefeller, things like ASAP, things like state property and all of that. And all of these like super groups, and in our hearts we hold them so near and dear because they made such a major impact on our lives at a time that we were, partying and the people we were meeting and the things that we were doing. And it seems like they were around forever and ever and ever. But in all actuality, I mean, these groups, a lot of these, and I'm not saying them specifically, but a lot of these groups, when you look at them, were only really impactful for like 3 years, maybe 3 years, 6 years at the most, if you lucky. And I mean, like, if you really lucky. When you talking about people like infamous Mob, you know what I'm saying, Mob D, and you talking about the Locks, you know what I mean, LOX, you got 20, 30 years in this shit. That's an anomaly, you know what I mean? These brothers being for real brothers and being locked in and really being there for each other. That's an anomaly that you don't really see that with everybody else, right? So you think about something like ASAP, and you got Ferg and Rocky and 12E. 12E can really rap his ass off, first of all, and he don't get enough credit. And you had Nas and Bari, and besides all of the shit that Bari got into, and all of that when they were a collective, and Yams, when Yams was still alive, and really holding it down for the set, putting all of this shit together. But when you really think about it, from the time of like when they were really buzzing as far as a music collective, Purple Swag type shit, to about let's say Cozy Tapes 2. I mean, you talking about maybe a good 6 year run type shit from that time period. I could be completely wrong, but correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, man, it's just weird to think about like how it feels like what was forever was only really a good 3 years, 5 years, 6 years. You know what I mean? Between when Jay and them was busting out these dynasty tapes, Rock La Familia shit. Um, you know what I mean? Kim and Dipset, all of the mixtapes that Dipset was putting out. I mean, so many, even breaking it down into different groups with Luca Brasi and all of them, and then Purple City having they run, Uncasa and them having a run. Then you talking about Jim Jones having Bird Gang, then Jewels branching off having Skull Gang and all of that. So for them to really have Dipset, pardon me, that was only like a good, I mean, for real, when they were really buzzing. Hell Rel, J.R. Ryder, Bezel, bringing niggas in from Philly. I mean, 40 Cal, um, SAS, all kinds of shit. You're only looking at like a good 5, 6 years type shit, for real. So I don't know, with all of that, it had me thinking like, we be so in a pinch of like trying to hold on to them good times. You know what I mean? You trying to hold on and hold on and hold on to those good times, and you don't realize that like God is removing these people from our lives for a reason. You know what I mean? People are in our lives for a reason and for a season. And a lot of the times we fail to realize when or why that reason and or season is. And we'll try to hold on and hold on and hold on. But I mean, think about it. As much as I love seeing Cam and Jimmy together, I love seeing Jewels and Cam, Jimmy, Zeke, Freaky, all them together. Cam's elevation, getting back with Betha, you know what I mean, getting back with Mace, where it is what it is, and come and talk to me shit. The business elevation and the business acumen and what it's allowed him to do just to make a living off of talking about things that he likes versus just being out there doing the same shit with Jimmy, who's stuck in being 25 years old. You know what I'm saying? Still banging the five. You know what I mean? I done been there, done that. I was actually brought home by one of my OGs, and if you know, you know. With me saying that, you know what I mean by saying I was brought home. OG Bebop brought me home. You know what I'm saying? You got blood drops, and then you got niggas that was brought home. You understand what I'm saying? Anyways, that's a different chapter. Niggas grow, and you learn, and you elevate, and you move past that shit. Jimmy's still stuck on that. And he banging the five still. Cam is elevated, and that's not to say that Jimmy is not getting any papes, not doing anything else. He getting money, but it's not what it could be. And his elevation just isn't what it could be either. You know what I'm saying? For his age and where he's at in life, he's just not it's not exactly what it could or should be. So bringing it back around, you know what I mean? Niggas could be, we be so busy reaching and reaching and reaching for what, a glimmer of hope from or for a shadow of the past that we don't even think about, like, why were these people removed from our lives to begin with to go on to something greater? You know what I mean? The Lord is showing us so much more favor in what's to come, and we're still so stubborn about it and trying to get something else from the past and going for it and going for it and going for the past because you can't even see the blessing that's in front of you. You know what I mean? Can't keep doing that. Pardon me, I had to go and get this little feral one. Jesus Christ. Nigga is supposed to, you gotta go to school in the morning. You just trying to be up walking around. It's like 10:41 p.m. and you walking around as if you just ain't got shit to do tomorrow. Now when I wake you up in the morning when it's time to go to school, I don't want to hear no excuses about how you tired, about how, I'm so sleepy, I'm this and that. You should have taken your butt to sleep. I don't have time for none of that. Anyways, yeah, we be so busy reaching for the past. You know what I mean? We can't even see what's right in front of us for the new stuff that God is putting in front of us. You know what I mean? Because we're so busy looking backwards for those old times, the old time's sake. Old time's sakes were good. Yeah, that was good. Cool. All of that. But something so much greater. Something so much greater is lined up for the future. You know what I mean? So much greater lined up for the future, and we can't see it because we're so busy looking back for those good times that you don't know what good times are in front of you. So those good times that you had in the past, at one point in time, those times were in front of you and you didn't see those times coming. And then you got into those times that became the good times. Give your future a chance to become your new good times, like your past were your past good times. That's all. And we don't ever grant ourselves the opportunity to have something like that happen. You dig? And we're shutting our own selves down when we do stuff like that. We're blocking our own blessings and our blocking our own opportunities and blessings by doing that. And we're not paying attention to that. We got to get out of the habit of doing that. So yeah, man. But we're lucky if you can get 6 years out of this thing, let alone 20, like Mobb Deep and like the Locks. You know what I mean? How they break everything down. They really vote everything a third, 33%, 33%, 33%, breaking everything down on fair splits. And that's a real brotherhood right there. You know what I mean? Like a real brotherhood. How they do it. And even Mobb Deep went through their situations, but they kept it P with each other. No pun intended. They kept it P. P was one of my favorite people in life. Not just because of being a musician, but one of my favorite people in life. You dig? Both of us having sickle cell. He has sickle cell. I have sickle cell. Not had, but I have sickle cell. So I definitely understand the struggle. And it's the same type. There are different types of sickle cell. People don't understand that. People think that sickle cell is like a blanket terminology and that it's all the same. You got SS, you got SC, you got SA, all that. I have SS. P had SS. I got SS. I think Tion has SS as well. But yeah, man. I say that to say, pardon me, my throat. Allergies are killing me right now. It's insane. But I say that to say, the biggest mistake that we make is thinking that we have time. Said by Kobe. And yeah, man, you never know when your time is up on this motherfucker. So don't sit there and think that you're gonna have 20 when you're only going to have 6. And if you are only going to have 6, are you going to make that shit last? Is it going to be a dynasty? Is it going to be some Rock La Familia shit? Is it going to last forever and have a great impact? Is it going to be some ASAP shit where you live forever like Yams, or will you go out like Bari? Who knows? Will you be infamous like P? Or maybe you get lucky and play all of your cards right and you be living off experience.